Hello, besties. Welcome to MarTEAnis with Eddie, your ultimate destination for everything Bravo. Join me as we spill the tea, dissect the drama, and uncover the juiciest gossip from your favorite reality TV shows. And it's been quite the random week in the Bravo universe when it comes to news. I just want to say, Alexis' relationship with John has been like the most random pairing ever. And there has been like some like talk about her coming back to to Orange County, but um it seems like she turned down the opportunity to be on the show. I guess she was asking for more money, or the contract was not what she was expecting. But can you imagine the chaos that it will bring to the show if she joins the show, right? And he is around Shannon Bedore. Well, he is officially dating Alexis Bellino. That shit is so fucking crazy, you guys. I'm honestly interested. Like, I hope Bravo pulls whatever money Alexis wants because I want to see that. That's the Orange County that I want to sign up for. It kind of sucks for Shannon though. She's been quite the you know, protective towards John, and we saw it last season. She was denying left and right any wrongdoing of his, and now he is literally dating an ex coworker. um, yeah, I want to see that. Let's talk about the week in Bravo. We got Salt Lake City, we have Beverly Hills, we have Potomac, Southern Charm, Winter House. We have the premiere of Southern Hospitality, and each and one of these shows has tons of drama that I want to dive into. And also, we got some news. We have um, the looks from the Salt Lake City reunion and the Winter House reunion, which, by the way, I'm surprised though, because this was a ballsy move from Bravo to have a reunion for Winter House when Winter House is just spin-off of Summer House, and we have not seen a show like Winter House getting a reunion before, right? Um, I'm gonna be honest. I love Winter House. I love the cast. Many of the people on the show, I feel very close to. But I think there was other shows that deserve a reunion before Winter House. If we're gonna talk about reunions, I think Family Karma is the first one that comes to mind. The fact that we had 3 seasons of Family Karma filled with drama, um, many unresolved issues, and no reunion to me was very disappointing. So I'm hoping that uh, Family Karma is unpaused and they get the respect they deserve. I mean, if anyone deserved a reunion out of all the shows, it's definitely Family Karma. But let's start with Salt Lake City, because Salt Lake City it's delivering one of their best season ever as a show, and definitely one of the top franchises currently. I'm surprised to be saying this because, as we know, for the past 2 seasons, Salt Lake City was literally going down the drain. And a lot of people are attributing the fact that Monica joined the cast. But to be honest, I think that everybody is in a different mindset than before. I think the fact that Jen Shah is not on the show, people can be more themselves. And I actually read some news that Jen Shah wants Kim Kardashian to play her on a biopic. Girl is delusional. That girl is delusional. Like, who wants that? Like, nobody's asking for this. I don't think anyone is going to invest on a Jen Shah biopic. Like, maybe like a low budget, you know, drama film by her like cellmate. like a cellmate film project kind of thing. I don't think any channel or not even Bravo is interested on working with her ever again. After what she pulled like last year at BravoCon, like just like not caring and crashing a private event and turning the whole place into a very awkward environment where people did not know what to do. I don't think Brad was interested, to be honest. I'm not interested. Like, girl, bye, girl, bye, girl, bye. Um, the ladies, though, they are in Bermuda right now. Obviously, this trip, like I mentioned before, it's want to change dynamics completely for the show. Um, One of the things that I'm just really interested right now, though, it's um I would say high or whatever Meredith was half of the episode. Like whatever she's taking, whatever she's doing, I want it, I need it because she was on cloud nine, and the fact that she was sick and she was the only one who didn't get a bathtub at the hotel. To me, it was very questionable. I think that was planned. I think they were trying to fuck around with Meredith. The fact that every single one of the cast member has a bathtub and she doesn't, I mean, is very interesting, right? Um, but based on what Heather said, right? She said that she gave Meredith a Xanax. I don't know about you guys, but taking a Xanax and drinking alcohol sounds like a formula for catastrophe, right? And so she was like on the bed, like for like half of the first day of the Bermuda trip, right? But that didn't stop Meredith from complaining, right? Uh, that damn bathtub. I can say that Meredith has single-handedly saved the bathtub industry. I had never seen anyone promote bathtub in my life the way that Meredith talks about it. The fact that an episode is an hour long and literally every 5 minutes there is a bathtub conversation, I think bathtub purchases went up by like 1,000% after this episode. It's like what Nini did with like white refrigerators. I think Nini single-handedly destroyed the white refrigerator industry. Like that, I never seen one after that, and I don't want to see it. I firmly believe that white refrigerators are a sign of put your shoes on and let me get you a new home. um as you can hear my voice, I'm a little congested, but I'm actually quite fine with this voice. I want to keep this like jazzy, sultry, deep voice. This is like my favorite voice. When I'm sick is when I feel like the more confident with my voice. Another dynamic that I see that has been changing a lot, especially for the last two episodes, is Lisa Barlow and Whitney Rose. We see a conversation between is Whitney and Heather, and I think it's Lisa and also Monica, which by the way is kind of strange that they are confiding on each other after like hating so much, right? Um, it seems like Lisa is hurt by Whitney and Whitney is hurt by Lisa. I'm gonna be honest, I understand why Whitney is hurt. I think she was expecting a little more of support from her friend when she lost somebody very close, right? Um, and that just like explodes at dinner. You know, Heather brings up that Whitney is saying that somehow she's making Lisa Barlow like a better person, and Lisa was like not having it. And to be honest, I do believe that Heather has an issue, with Whitney being friends with Lisa. There is a sense of jealousy. We have somebody who has been on like targeting Lisa since season one. I'm talking about Heather, right? And suddenly Lisa and Heather are fixing their friendship. And I do think that Heather feels like she needs to remove Whitney from the picture to be on Lisa's good side completely. That's how I feel. You know, it's as dramatic as Meredith getting makeup done while in bed. That was like the funniest thing, yo. Like I don't know how Meredith does it. The way that she talks, the way that she acts, it's so housewifey that I appreciate that about her. A lot of people are not seeing Meredith as like somebody who brings a lot to the table to the show. But to be honest, Meredith brings a very housewifey performance on the show, right? Like old school housewife, like very campy, very dramatic. Um, I mean, getting her makeup done as she's like super sick in bed. To me, that was like I was dying laughing, you guys. I honestly want whatever she was having. I need it. I want it. Please send it to me. Um, One thing that I am going to point out is that in Salt Lake City, it seems like sprinter vans are like the place for the biggest fights. We saw Meredith going really hard on everybody because she was feeling sick and she wanted a bathtub, and everyone was like, like mad about it. And then she started arguing with NGK about the whole like destroying your family comment. And Meredith literally told NGK to get a dictionary. Once again, I feel like I'm watching a really seasoned housewifey, like old school. Remember that reunion with Jen Aiden saying like, Mayor Webster, where you at? That type of moment, that's how I felt like watching Meredith telling NGK to get a dictionary to learn proper definition of words, right? Um, Interesting. But the best part is though, it's like while the fight between Heather, Whitney, and Lisa Barlow was happening, Meredith looked at Angie and said like, I mean, at least it's not us in the middle of the argument, and they like toast. It's a moment that is not gonna last that long. But that bonding moment is what makes great TV. And like I said it before, Salt Lake City is having one of the best seasons, not only as a franchise, but as a whole, as part of the Housewife universe. I'm enjoying it like so much. The fun, the drama, the shade. I mean, there's some accusation that we are going to learn more about tomorrow, and it comes at the end when Monica and Meredith are talking about NGK and how they got some DMs from some random account. I mean, like it's so produced. It seems targeting NGK from the beginning. Like you're not gonna tell me that you are going to believe the gossip from a five people like followers account with no picture, no nothing. It's just some random account. Um, and based of the preview, the one that is gonna get the heat and the smoke is Meredith Mark, because Monica herself is gonna throw her under the bus, which makes me question her intentions. Because, um, for what I seen, the only person who actually cares about her and makes sure that she's always okay and she's always checking on her is Meredith Mark. Might not be the best, you know, um, tactic to stay on the show. As we know, the reunion filmed, right? And it seems like most of the ladies are not in the speaking term with Monica. How's that going to affect the future of the franchise? We don't know because obviously they are not filming, but soon enough we will find out, right? What we do know right now, it's the looks for the reunion. And I'm gonna give you my favorites. I know this is controversial because I seen the comments on my post on Twitter about the looks, but I love Whitney Rose. I love it. It's giving me Bermuda. It's giving me fun. The ponytail. It seems very like chill. The other ones, I love Lisa Barlow because she knows her body, she knows herself, and he always dressed the part. Surprisingly, I do like Meredith Mark. Finally, she's stepping away from glue guns for once. Like all those like glue gun feathers and stuff. Finally, she's stepping away from that, and she decided to go with something more sleek, very the red looks so great on her. I love how body, is giving body, is giving everything, and I love it. I mean, good for her. I do think she looks great, and it's the best she has looked on any of the reunions that we have had in the past. Another one that I really appreciate it's Mary. I like Mary's look. I mean, it's the typical Mary look. Cover, with some sparkle. She looks great. She's gonna be there for probably like a second. I don't think she's gonna be there for the whole entire reunion because I believe she was not part of some of the bigger dramatic moments of the season, right? My least favorite though, my least favorite is going to be Heather Gay. Heather dresses like she is the mother of a bride or the bridesmaid and never the bride, right? It always give like prom. It always give like uh yeah, mother of a bride. Not a fan. The color is okay and she looks good. Like her makeup, her hair, she looks great, but that dress is not doing her any favors. That's my quick review of the looks. I'm excited for this reunion. I know it's going to be explosive. Everything I heard about it, it leads to believe that it's going to be a dramatic reunion, and um, I hope we get answers because there's a lot of drama online and a lot of like topics that they're not part of the show currently, but Monica is being the talk of a lot of rumors online, and I'm hoping that they address those because I need some answers. I need some answers. Let's talk quickly about Winter House. Winter House, it's for those who don't watch Winter House. Winter House is the spin-off of Summer House, and they invite people from different shows to spend a 7-day retreat in whatever wintry destination they have. This time it's in Colorado, and it seems like Sam from Summer House, who's dating Corey, is going to arrive very soon. And I'm very excited because I love Sam. There is a lot of drama between Danielle and Alex. They seem to have like like a winter fling, and Alex is kind of not into it anymore. He feels a little nagged by Danielle, but to be honest, dude, like if you have sex with somebody and 20 minutes you're like flirting with somebody else, that person gonna get hurt. No matter if it's like a one night stand or like just a vacation fling, that hurts. So I can see why Danielle is acting the way she's acting. Also, we gotta remember that she is coming out of a heavy breakup with somebody that she was truly in love. So I'm not blaming her reaction. I'm also, we always blame the women for like some any type of emotion that they have, right? And we give free passes to the guys. But to be honest, I think Alex has a lot to do with the way the whole situation is happening. If he didn't want to be with Danielle anymore, he shouldn't be like sneaking into the bed or accepting cuddles and stuff like that. Like be a man and be like, you know what, I'm not into it. I think we are getting too close. This was supposed to be just a vacation fling. I'm not planning anything else after this. And I'm pretty sure Danielle's gonna be like, yeah, same, right? There was also a moment that I appreciated, and it was when Kyle and Amanda were taking a pregnancy test, right? We had seen Amanda and Kyle, I mean, grow on our TVs, and their relationship started on the show. They got married on the show. So naturally, getting pregnant and stuff is something that as viewers, we are rooting for them. At least I am rooting for them because I really like them both. I think they make a really good couple and they complement each other. They understand each other's spaces. They respect each other's like time, and that's what makes a great relationship. So I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Obviously, she's not pregnant. Obviously, I saw her at BravoCon. She was not pregnant at BravoCon, so we knew that she was not pregnant, right? Um, but it's moments like those that make reality TV um, even more real. Yeah, the one that I am a little bit disappointed is Corey a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, especially when it comes to the conversation of his relationship with Sam on the show. I do feel like he is being a little too vague with the status of the relationship, which allow other people to believe that he's single or he's just seeing somebody and they can make move and it's allowed for him to play around. So I'm hoping that that is touched uh, while Sam is in the house in tomorrow's episode. Let's talk about. Just want to give a little, shout out to Ariana and her Dancing with the Stars. Successful time on the show. She ended on third place. She's my number one. I don't care. But she killed it. That Beyonce dance at the end, that freestyle was genius, and she is the highest ranking Bravo Lab ever on that show. So good for you, Ariana. I love you, and I'll be seeing her in Broadway on February. Now that she's going to play Roxy Hart in Chicago. Whew, there is so much going on, you guys, in the Bravo universe that is really hard to like keep up with everything. For example, Beverly Hills. Let's talk really quick about Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills has been delivering one of those seasons where you were not expecting anything because you didn't know anything about this season. Like basically what we all knew was what happened after they filmed, that it was, the whole Kyle and Mauricio separation and the way that it happened, right? But while they were filming, we did not know exactly what kind of drama we will get. And let me tell you, that weed party was one of the craziest moments in Bravo, um, history. Also in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills history, the way that this drama between Kyle and Sutton, like kind of like unravel during the dinner, the way that Kyle reacted to it, the way that Sutton is not backing down, the way that Sutton told Kyle that she doesn't want to lose another sister that she lost to already. It wow. And then you have um Denise and Camille on the show, right? We needed this cameo. We needed somebody on the show that kind of give you the sense of nostalgia and also understand reality TV. Camille is one of those people. She was, if you look at Camille in the background, she is always making a face, paying attention, reacting. That's what makes a great reality TV star. She knows that she doesn't have to talk to be iconic. She knows that she doesn't have to do too much. And what she does is enough to make a statement. On the other hand, we had Denise Richard, who was either drunk or high as a kite or whatever it was, but whatever she was on, I wanted because it was freaking hysterical, right? People are not understanding what she was trying to do with Erica. I do understand that. I think the problem is that most people have forgotten what Denise went through, what she was on the show. So it's okay. She didn't want to mention Lisa Rena because Lisa Rena is not on the show anymore. And why would she bring that up? But she sees Erica, who was close to Lisa Rena, who was part of the people who were pushing this like narrative about Denise, and also the one that kept talking about three ways in front of their kids, even though Denise asked her to stop doing so. So, yes, I can see why Denise had some smoke for Erica. Also, the scene with Dorit and the upside down code. I don't know what was happening. I was confused, but I was confused in the best way possible. I loved the whole thing. I loved the interaction. I loved that even Dorit was confused at, um, at Denise's reaction, right? I'm gonna say this. I need Denise Richards back on Beverly Hills full time or as a friend of, because she made this episode so interesting. It was such a big nonsense. Like, that's the whole point. The fact that it was confusing in the best way is what made that episode so much better. And that's what I need on the show. It was so heavy and too dark for like 2 seasons with the Erica Jane drama with like the orphans and widows, and the Lisa Rena trying to tarnish Kathy Hilton's reputation, and the way that she went about it. It was a lot. It was not watchable. You were not able to enjoy it. There was no fun on that group for a very long time. And that's why am truly enjoying the season, because even though there's a lot of drama, even though there's obvious division in the group, there's still a sense of fun. There's still a sense of like they know that this fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, but they know that they're doing a great job. And viewers who understand it get it. Viewers who have been watching Housewives of Beverly Hills since day one understand that the magic of this franchise is in how obscenely crazy and absurd the drama is. Because it's like these are the richest housewife across the whole entire Bravo housewife universe, right? So their drama usually was back in the day stupid. It was like typical rich, wealthy women, drama, and then it evolved into really dark and heavy and and lost the sparkle. And I do feel that the diamonds are back, uh, and I love it. I'm not sure about Anne Marie. I'm not sold yet. I don't think she was needed. I don't think is going to improve the franchise based on just the 2 episodes that we have had her on. Um, I would have preferred somebody like Denise or Camille to have that diamond, or have them both as full time friend of on the show, instead of giving a newbie position and the newbie paycheck. Just split the paycheck and give it to Camille and Denise as a friend of. I don't know if they want to be full time. Like, who knows? Like, some housewife they left the show don't want to be full times again, but they will definitely enjoy being friend of. So I want to know if they will be down for that, because I will pay money. I will pay some money, and I will pay money to see Sutton's track lighting a joint on every single episode, because that was iconic. I don't care what anyone says. I'm happy to see Sutton pulling that freaking uh, joint, lining it up in the middle of a table while they were having dinner. And she's like, "You guys are gonna eat weed. I'm gonna smoke it." Truly iconic. Whew. Honestly, you guys, I think the Bravo has found a footing when it comes to what they are delivering this year with their franchise. I think they heard the complaint of many of us online. I think they are paying attention what the fans want, because a lot of the franchises are delivering what we expect them to do, right? Um, Southern Charm, they just filmed the reunion. The sitting chart is giving a little side eye, and I'm not gonna get into it because I'm pretty sure people are gonna come for me and stuff like that. But if you see that chart, the way that the cast is placed, you will understand what I'm trying to say. And some people don't make any sense sitting next to some people. For example, I will expect Leva to be closer to Olivia because they are really close. Yet she's at the end of the couch. So is Vanita. So is the new Rods. And they had something in common that the other ones don't have. And the other ones are closer to Andy. So put one and one together and you will get my point. But the drama that has been happening on the show, though, it's truly interesting. That episode that we just watched when the page six dropped and Taylor and the whole entire cast got, the tips uh, that it became public, the relationship between Austin and Taylor, or whatever happened between them two. We don't know what happened, right? People keep saying, oh, they fucked. We don't know that. We don't really know that. They said that they only made out, and I honestly do believe it. I do believe that's exactly what happened, and I think it happened in a way that Taylor was hurt with Shep, and she wanted to find any way to get Shep's attention, and it probably backfired, you know, to the point that this is the part that I don't like. Even watching this episode, it feels like Taylor has apologized, has been trying to fix the relationship with Olivia. She's been trying really hard to, make amends with her, um, and take accountability for her actions. Mr. Austin has not done any of those stuff. He hasn't even apologized to Olivia since the whole thing happened. Yet um, he gets away with everything, and it's interesting the way the whole entire cast is ignoring that. Right? We saw some light on this episode. We saw some reaction from Shep, from Craig, from JT, who seems to have a thing for Taylor, but Taylor's like, nope, he's too much. I don't think we are a good match, but we are really good friends, right? Um, Funny story. I remember when that page six dropped. I remember exactly what I was doing because I was shopping and I got the notification of the Austin and Taylor thing, and my jaw dropped to the floor to the point that I texted Taylor and I said, like, please tell me this is not true. Please tell me this is a lie. Because why Austin? I was like, why Austin? Um, and we had a little chitty chat, and she ended the conversation saying, like, you just wait and see, because obviously they can't reveal too much about what's happening. But it's funny when she mentioned to Madison that people were like sending her messages from like back home in Charleston, from New York, and I was like, I was one of those people. Legit, I was one of those people. I love Taylor. I don't care what anyone says. I know she made a mistake. We are humans, we make mistakes. But at least she had tried really hard to find ways to mend that friendship. She is really trying. And at one point, you have to move on. At one point, you have to be like, you know what? Yeah, it takes two to tango. Yeah, it sucks. But there is a difference. Austin and Olivia were like on a break or whatever. This is like the typical Friends episode. Remember that episode where uh, Ross had sex with somebody, and then Jennifer Aniston, Rachel um, character, uh, went to Ross's house to like come back together, and they decided to get back together, right? And then Rachel found out that Ross slept with somebody that night, and she was upset. And he kept saying we were on a break. They were on a break, right? So that's how I feel like Austin was not dating Olivia at that point. But that doesn't make it any less problematic because, girl code. Like, if you're a girl, try to avoid dating or making out or flirting with your friend's ex, right? That's like 101 girl code. But when the fact that Taylor has like nonstop apologize and try to make sure that Olivia's fine and hoping that they can move forward, and she is always like she never got the answer. She never gets the like that approval from the other cast member, especially Olivia. Yet we have Austin getting a pass. To me, that's quite annoying because he shows how misogynistic we are by nature, where we expect women to be these like high standards, and guys can get away with anything, right? That's just my problem. That's my issue with it. One thing that I do enjoy about Southern Charm though is that Craig is a ghost producer. He knows how to push a storyline. He knows when to ask questions, and he triggered Shep, he triggered Austin, and he knew exactly what he was doing. he is he is like the LVP Kyle of Southern Charm, that they know exactly where the cameras are located. They know when to talk and when to say something to trigger a domino effect that is gonna end in great TV. So good for Craig because that last scene where the episode ended was freaking amazing. I'm really excited for this reunion. I still enjoy Southern Charm, and I don't understand how people are saying like, "Oh, Southern Charm, like who watches that?" I'm like, "I do, bitch, I do. I enjoy it very much." um, I want to say something real quick about Winterhouse look. I am very impressed with every single person because the reunion is just like a what will happen live, and the looks drop and they look better than some of the housewives. Just saying, the girls ate that up, all of them. So good for them. I'm really excited for that. I am going to talk about real quick about the premiere of Southern Hospitality. Southern Hospitality is one of those shows that not that many people are very familiar with because they didn't give the show a chance. But I'm telling you, it's a hot mess in the best way. It's the kind of TV that you watch and you're like, kind of want to watch more, right? You want to like have all the episodes out so you can sit down and binge watch the whole entire thing because you can't stop watching, right? It's like a train wreck that you just cannot stop watching in the best way. I'm saying it with love because I love that cast, especially Leva. And I'm gonna say this. I know that there is a very controversial conversation online about the way that Leva fired Lucia and Mia. And this is the problem. We gotta remember that Leva owns Republic. She makes the rules. And it might not make sense to some people, right? But rules are rules. I have my own job. I have a job in the real world outside this podcast. And some of the rules might not make sense to me, but that doesn't mean that I have to break those rules or try to be like stubborn and not follow them because guess what? If I don't follow the rules of the company that I work for, I'm gonna find my termination letter on desk. Like literally, if I break the rules, I will find a termination letter on my desk. So when people are going after Leva for making a decision that impacted her business, I mean, we, it doesn't make any sense to me the way that people react to it, right? I understand Mia trying to be a good friend to Lucia, but at the same time, Republic was not Mia's main source of income. Republic was a gig for Mia to have fun on the weekends, to make a little extra money. But she has a 9 to 5 job, so she can be a little more outspoken than the other people that obviously depend more on that job. Um, Lucia has also a full time job as a Lululemon manager, right? So it sucks because Lucia it's one of those people who are extremely kind. And I absolutely adore Lucia. But the way that the situation happened on the show, I have to side with Leva. You break the rules, you knew what you were doing, you got caught, you get fired. That is simple business 101. It's nothing personal. And I want to see how it evolves after this first episode because we got to remember one thing. This is the beginning of the drama. Is Lucia going to come back to Republic? We will find out. Is Lucia going to be able to get her job back in the future? We will find that out too. Uh, I don't think Mia wants to be at Republic. I think that's why she was a little more like she didn't care much that she got fired. You can tell that she's like, I don't care. I don't have to talk to Leva. The next day, when she was talking to Emmy, she was like, I don't need to talk to her. I'm fine with my decision. So that means that Republic was not her main source of income. So she is okay with the result of the conversation, right? It kind of sucks because I love Mia. And like I said before, I love every single person in that cast. But we also gotta remember the Leva has a business to run. And if the people in the employees are not following the rules, then somebody else's will. Somebody else will be willing to follow the rule that she implemented and get the money, especially in this economy. But that first episode, y'all, it was insanity. When uh, Maddie found out that Trevor cheated and she grabbed that shovel and she went to his house with the idea of breaking his TV because he was cheating with some girl at the bar. And then he didn't allow the cameras to go inside, but she was mic'd and he was asking her to remove the mic and she was screaming and crying and like shit was like so freaking good. That is like reality TV gold. When those moments where they break the fourth wall and the drama still continues and you can listen to their voices even though you're not seeing anything that is happening, freaking masterful. So if you're not watching Southern Hospitality, you better go and binge watch it. You can find that on Peacock. You can watch the first season if you want to get to know the cast, but please start watching the second season because it's amazing. It's great freaking TV. Um, you know what is also, you know what franchise is not hitting the way that it was hitting before though is Potomac. I don't want to get too much into this franchise right now because as a non-Nigerian, non-African American person, I'm not black, so I shouldn't be talking about black people's business when it comes to their culture. When it comes to issues that come from cultural background, because it's not my place and I don't have the knowledge or the credentials to speak on it. But this whole shrine thing, the way the Wendy was feeling, the way that she was crying about the fact that people were talking about her mom, the repercussions. Like, listen to me, I can't even speak anymore. The repercussion of the war that were said, the uh, the implication of those accusations seem to be really, really heavy and dangerous. I am not going to defend the comment that she made about crack either, because based on the comments that I read, it seemed like uh, being a drug user is not also is very frowned upon in Nigeria. But also, I do believe that in American society, putting somebody as like somebody who does like some kind of witchcraft or whatever does have a more rooted hate or a stereotypical response from American viewers, right? Um, so that's all I'm gonna say about the whole Wendy versus Nika, because it's not been fun to watch. It's been very uncomfortable, and it's weird to me. It's like I don't know where this energy is coming from. I don't know who's telling the truth. I guess we will find that out at one point. On the other hand, we have people like Robin defended Juan left and right. And I'm tired of it. Like, stop talking about the man. Stop talking about Robin, because obviously Robin is not going to change. She's not going to leave the man. And she is comfortable in that relationship. Let it be. Let's move on. Let's find something else. It's like a dead horse, right? Um, I was very excited about the vagina art, and we never got it because they were fighting over the fact that Robin is defending Juan Dixon. I feel bad for Robin because it looks like those like domestic violence uh, or like assault victims, that they are so attached to their partner that they don't care that they hit them or anything like that. They just don't want to leave because they are afraid to be alone. That's how I feel about Robin. I'm not saying that there is domestic violence between them, let's make that clear. But the response, the way that she defends this man left and right, the way that she is okay with Juan deleting messages on his Instagram. I mean, like, come on, come on. That alone to me seems so weird. The the fact that you have to hide messages from your own partner and clean your phone every time that you have the chance, if that's not a big red flag, I don't know what it is. So if anyone is in a relationship where the trust is so broken, please, please reconsider your relationship, because I'm pretty sure you can find somebody else out there for you that you can trust and they trust you. A relationship with no trust is not a relationship. Whew. Honestly, this trip to Austin in Texas, I don't know. It's my problem with this season though is that it's so heavily focused on this Wendy and Neka situation that I can think of anything else to talk about. They did have a great dinner where they were talking about eating booty hole and swallowing cum. I mean, for those topics to be like the like the funny part of the episode, to me is just we are reaching at this point for anything to be funny. I'm just happy that Candace is still on the show, because every single of her confessional is comedy gold. She was made for reality TV. She was made to be a star, and I'm happy that she's still here. And I hope she stays on this show forever and ever and ever. Because if she wasn't there, I will be bored. Bored. Mia wasn't watching what happened live with Ariana from Vanderpump Rules. One thing that we learned is that Ariana, um, like I mentioned before, she plays third on Dancing with the Star, and she's the highest ranking uh, Bravo Lab on that show. We also learned that Mia is dating somebody. She's committed to this relationship. I want to know who this person is. I don't have no idea. I have zero idea. Another part that we learned was that Ariana is trying to get done with the house situation. I mean, she's trying to get either Tom to sell his part or buy her out. It seems like there's not much uh, on his side, like any intention, and she is ready to move on. Her boyfriend was there in the audience. Her boyfriend was excited to be there with her. I think they make a cute couple, and I'm gonna be very excited when the new season of Vanderpump Rules premieres on January 30th, we got the trailer, and there's a few things that it caught my eye. First thing is Schwartz and Sheena made out at one point. I don't know when, I don't know when, I don't know when, and I want to know. That I want to know. We also see that the division between Ariana and Sandoval is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And Ariana is trying to like move forward with her life. She's done with everybody. She doesn't want to be around her ex. Um, and then at the end, we saw Lauren from Utah being a jealous, you know, a jealous beanie. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say. I don't want to say a bee, but she was acting out. She was saying like, "Oh, I never seen somebody getting cheated on," and then she becomes God. I'm like, no, you're just jealous. I mean, the way that it was portrayed is that she is jealous of the opportunities that Ariana is getting, and guess what? She has worked really hard to get what she's getting. She's not just sitting at home and doing nothing. She is working her ass off for every single opportunity. And it's not Ariana's fault that she happens to be more likable because the reason why Lala is so mad is the fact that she was cheated on by Randall. And all she got was some kind of like documentary that it didn't even help the image that she had before, right? So she sees somebody else being cheated on the show, and the whole entire nation rallies around her. But guess what? It's because she was likable. Like, I'm sorry, Lala, but you're not that likable. I mean, you have a sharp tongue. You seem to be fun, but there is some characteristic and some part of your personality that are not so nice. So people tend to gravitate to genuine energy, and that's what Ariana has been this whole entire time. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Whew. Okay, guys, I am so happy that we are almost almost at the end of the year. Obviously, I'm going to be preparing my best of 2023 with a panel of friends like I did last year. So be ready for the biggest episode of the year. As for now, all I ask is to go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, podcast, wherever you listen to, YouTube, and please, please, please rate and leave a comment. That's all I want. From the bottom of my heart, I love you all, you guys, and I will see you next week. Okay? I hope you guys have a great week and make sure to follow all my platforms. Like I always tell you guys, bye, besties.